Hey guys, Jem here with another book review. Forgive for my lighting and my kind of hiatus. The lighting in my room, I am yellow, I do realize that. The light of my ceiling is yellow, unfortunately. I've been trying to remedy it, but all these things that I've done. This is my third or fourth take of this review because I tried to have the camera of my iPad like the front instead of the back camera that faces you, because the back camera that faces you makes everything yellow and the front doesn't. And I tried to position it, but I kept recording my head up instead of like more of my body that I needed. So here we are again. So this time I read We Were Liars by Lockhart. I rate this an 8.5 out of 10. It was very nicely done. And I very much liked it, and at the same time I didn't. So let me go on to the synopsis. This will be a spoiler-free video, I swear. A beautiful and distinguished family, a private island, a brilliant damaged girl, a passionate political boy. A group of 4 friends, the liars, whose friendship turns destructive, a revolution, an accident, a secret, lies upon lies, true love, the truth. So, this is a story about this girl named Katie, or Cadence if you want to go for her full name, who is from this very wealthy family, and she goes every summer to this island that her family owns, well, her grandfather, who's the head of the family, to see her aunts and cousins and uncles and all those relatives. There are only really 2 important cousins, Johnny and Mirren. And then there's this boy that she meets during summer 8, her 8th summer, named Gat. So the 4 of them make up the liars. And so Gat and Katie have this little summer romance goes on, because they only see each other during the summer on the island. And what else was I gonna say? This was an unexpected read. When I was going into the book, I suggested this book to my book club for school, at the end of last year, because that's when we suggest all these books that we will be reading, for the school year. And so I suggested this book, and I didn't know what I was getting into when I, read the synopsis from the Goodreads. I thought it was only going to be like a romance comedy, but it's like a psychological suspense thriller thing, and I was not expecting it at all. It does actually confuse you a bit. It confused me, because it keeps like flashing back and then flashing forward to the present, and then it's like all these things. And also the chapters like run through each other, like they run together, kind of like Laurie Halse Anderson's Winter Girls. Like chapter 1 will be at the top of the page, and then after that's done it'll be chapter 2, and then it goes over chapter 3, and it just flows through like if you're just printing it out on a whole one sheet of paper, and you don't like cut off to put the new chapters on new pages. And so there's a thing between Gat and Katie, and there's this accident that happens during summer 15 that causes Katie to have this post-traumatic migraine thing, and it causes her to have amnesia. She doesn't know what happened, like what accident and why stuff happened during summer 15. And because of the accident that caused her to have post-traumatic something or other, she wasn't able to go back to the island during summer 16 when she was 16, but she goes back when she's 17 to meet the other liars again. And so what was I gonna say? She is trying to piece together what happened during summer 15 on her own. And so it becomes a little bit of a challenge, but she does eventually figure it out, what happened, because her memories start coming back to her slowly but surely, because she was only allowed 1 month at the island that summer, because her father her parents are divorced, and her father wants to have her part of the summer, to like hang out with, to like stay with him in Colorado. And so she does figure out what happened. I wasn't expecting it, truly and honestly. I didn't actually expect a lot of things from this book. And like throughout reading it, I didn't like it just because I was like, what the heck is going on? I was honestly really confused. It was like I understood what was going on, but at the same time I didn't. And so I felt very confused, and then it wasn't told like what happened until chapter 70 something. It outright tells you what happens, and I'm like, "Oh my god. Why did I not see this?" And how it ended, I was kind of very disappointed in the ending, somewhat. And I kind of wanted maybe a little more in-depth of the relationship between Gat and Caddy, and the summers where they spent time with each other and what they did during the summers, because they didn't really go too much into depth what happened like previous summers, how things happened where I mean, it does kind of tell you how Katie and Gat got together, but it doesn't really expand more on the relationship between them. So that's kind of what I wish more would happen of. I mean, that's all I really have to say of the book. It's an 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I don't really know if I don't really love it. I mean, I enjoyed the book. Can't really say I like it. I'm like an on it right now. I mean, it was very nicely written. The story was good. I just wish there was more. That's all. It's a very short book. It's like 200 something pages. But because I was reading a PDF file, it was like only 100 something, didn't even hit 200 pages. So, all that said, I'm sorry that I haven't been posting as of late. I've been having to deal with being a senior in high school, with like college applications, college essays, all this other crap that's going on. I just love school, don't you? And so, I have been under a lot of stress, and so I've been trying to ease myself back into reading. I just reread Beautiful Disaster by Jamie McGuire. Again, love the book. Love. I don't remember what rating I gave it before, but I definitely give it like an 9.5 out of 10. It's like one of my favorite series, along with the Shadowhunter series, Christopher Pike. Basically, I love Jamie McGuire goes up on my favorite authors list with Jamie McGuire, Christopher Pike, Elizabeth Chandler, and Cassandra Clare. Because I'm a very picky person. Oh, and PC and Kristen Cast with their Vampire House of Night series. So 5 series, 5 different authors. Those are my top 5. Those are like my favorite authors. I don't have any other like favorites, but those are like favorites. But I've been easing myself into reading. I reread Beautiful Disaster. I have the audiobook on Audible because I got it for free, because I'm a weirdo and I like getting free stuff. Free stuff is awesome. So I've been listening to Beautiful Disaster, and I also got Walking Disaster for free on Audible. On Audible as well. So I'll be listening to that too. But you know how things are. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. The next book I will be reading is Feral Sins by, I believe, Suzanne Wright. Let me find out what her name is. Yeah, Suzanne Wright. It's from the Phoenix Pack series. It is book number 1. And I will be reading that because my friend has been hounding me about it. And she owns a copy of Beautiful Redemption, which I did a review on a couple of months ago. And since she hasn't read Beautiful Redemption, she's skeptical about the Maddox brothers. She loves Travis and Abby, but she's skeptical about the brothers, about if she'll like them or not. And so if she doesn't like Redemption, she'll give it to me. But she said that she won't read Beautiful Redemption until I read Feral Sins. So I'm going to read Feral Sins today. after I'm done with this review, and I'm gonna finish it, and I'm gonna tell her about it, and she's gonna have to read Beautiful Redemption. If she doesn't like it, she's gonna give it to me. But I have a feeling that she's gonna like it, and if she does, I won't get the book, and I'm gonna be so very sad. So, all things considered, my next read will be Feral Sins. I'm kind of in an on and off hiatus thing right now, indefinite and on and off hiatus, just because of senior year and all the stress and happenings going on right now. So, I don't know when the next time I will actually be posting a review, but I will try my best to review as much as I can, because I've been in a reading slump, but I'm trying to get out of it. I'm in a really long reading slump right now, and it's not good for me at all. So I am trying to get out of it, and I will see you guys maybe, if you're lucky, in a couple of days. If you're unlucky, next month, maybe 2 months from now. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.